Today we will look at the VAT control account, and please remember that we will post from the subsidiary journals. The VAT columns from the subsidiary journals are posted to the VAT control account. Now, on the debit side, we will record input VAT. On the credit side, we will record output VAT. We will be opening up the VAT control account, which consists of input and output VAT together. If we can just recap, input VAT is the VAT on all our purchases and our expenses, and output VAT is the VAT on all our sales and our incomes. So, when we post from the subsidiary journals to the VAT control account, we will see if we are dealing with a subsidiary journal that has to do with sales or a subsidiary journal that has to do with purchases. Now let's start with the CRJ. And the CRJ, the subsidiary journal has to do with sales, cash sales. So it is output VAT. Always start with your amount, from which journal it comes from, and the description is always the other account involved. So from the cash payments journals has to do with cash purchases. This is just an example amount from the cash purchases journal, and the other account involved is cash. From our debtors journal, in the debtors journal, all credit sales, so has to do with output VAT, and the other account involved would be debtors. From our creditors journal, has to do with all credit purchases, has to do input, and is other account involved is creditors. From our debtors allowance journal, that would be sales returns. Now sales returns stays output VAT, but because it can't be on the same as the normal side, it would be on the opposite, but still staying output VAT. And our other account involved is debtors. For the creditors allowance journal, that is purchase returns, so it has to do with input. It still stays input, it can't stay on the same side, so it goes to the opposite side from the creditors allowance journal. The account involved would be creditors. All right, if we balance off the account now, if the balance brought down the totals, if the balance brought down the totals is on your credit side, it's payable to SARS. If the balance brought down the totals is on the debit side, it is receivable from SARS, or we can claim from SARS. So please remember the description accounts inside the VAT control ledger. I'm referring to the descriptions, which is always the other account involved would either be one of the following accounts. And so we will always see either the bank, as you can see, debtors, as you can see, creditors, capital, drawings cash, or donations cash. And this is how the VAT control account looks like. Otherwise, just learn the account.